I worried about everything when it came to end of life. I have made sure to ask every question possible. I guess because there's no way to really know how Brooke is going to go. Um, I've made sure to try to prepare myself as best as I can for any which possible way that it might happen. I've also gone as far as to ask, what will happen to her body, like what would it look like, which they've described to me. I was They said you'll want to bathe her, which for so long, just to be completely honest, like gave me the creeps. I just, which I felt horrible about. It was like another one of those things where it's like a very normal feeling to have. Well, at least I think it might be normal, but very, you feel so guilty. But I couldn't for a long time, like envision myself in the bathtub with her when she was dead. It just seemed very unnatural. It seemed a little macabre. I didn't know how I would do it. I've come a long way since then. But that was like a huge fear in my mind originally. I, doing the preparations at the funeral home, there's a lot of questions that I had there as well, in terms of end of life. It's very specifically, I just had this conversation the other day because I called them back and, about what happens when the time comes and how hospice will come in and I can spend as much time with her as we need or want to. And, will I be able to drive with her to the funeral home? Do I sit in the same car with her? The aspects of where she'll be at the funeral home. Can I see her again before she's cremated? All of these things were huge fears of mine originally that I couldn't even articulate in the beginning. It was just that the answers were too scary for me to even ask the question. But I knew that I had them in my head, and I just got to the point where finally I was able to ask.